Guys, this is what you all been waiting for. It is the elusive Turbo S carbon fiber brakes done with the gloss black instead of the red, but that yellow wouldn't go good against this lava orange. These are exceptional Porsches. They're a little different because the performance borders on exotic performance levels with the 3.8 flat 6 is a twin turbo, and even underneath here, that bladder, that black piece is an inflatable spoiler, and it actually just buffets the wind to go skirt around the vehicle, and that's what happens when it's starting to reach speeds near and around 200 miles an hour, which that's possible. I have the key on me, so you saw the door handles just kind of erupt. No expense was spared when they did the stitching. Is done in that lava orange as well, and you kind of have to get up to it. It looks better in person. Unfortunately, sometimes the camera doesn't always do a vehicle like this justice. You do have the lit door entry cells are in a matte carbon fiber. I have a little bit of matte carbon fiber there, inset in that polished aluminum. I have the same thing across the board. There's a nice matte carbon fiber finish there as well. The seats are heated and vented, and they just really show a little to no wear. I'm going to go for a cold start. You'll see that they do have active exhaust. You do have a speed activated spoiler. That spoiler could be activated as a personalized setting or for aesthetic, but at certain speeds that spoiler is going to apply upwards of 150 pounds of downforce on the rear end of the vehicle for stability. When you get in, you'll see the ignition is set off on the left. And that's our cold start. So right now with 3,730 miles, that being said, there probably has not been an immense amount of service, but just be aware, if you don't see the service on a Carfax, there are a couple participating Porsche dealers that actually look to keep your information private. So that being said, we may have to seek out that information different avenues. This is the front axle lift, so when I press that, I've actually raised the front of the vehicle. You have the ability to do what's called a smart lift. I'll save it, and now when I come and park back in this position, it's going to automatically deploy the front axle lift, and that'll give you upwards of like, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 3 inches additional. We do have like an auto climate control, and right here these are all sunroof controls. You do have a rear sunshade. Right now it's open, and then I'll just close it. You should note this is a race text material, so this is kind of adorned a little bit better. The stereo is a full Burmeister sound system, and then when we look at the door sills here, illuminated and very little wear, so as condition that you might expect with like delivery miles. Here are the heated and vented seat controls, heated steering wheel. This is more built with a matte carbon fiber. It matches the rest of the vehicle. And the sport exhaust. And obviously we're just sitting still and I'm just doing a light rev, but you would be able to gain that aesthetic, the sport exhaust, either by pressing the sport response button, which gives you 20 seconds of boost, or until you press the button again, and then you can rotate the sport chrono feature. If I go all the way back, I have a wet mode with all-wheel drive that's capable on this particular 911. If you select wet mode and you have the right tires, you can actually do pretty well shredding it up out there, especially if you have winter and all-season tread, and then summers are for the best over 70-degree driving. And then I do have Sport and a Sport Plus. You go to the individual mode, and aesthetically you can just design you know, how you'd like the engine, transmission, sport exhaust, spoiler, other features are all activated through that. I'll look forward to giving you even more insight. I just want to tell you this is a non-smoker car. We'd be making sure there's 2 keys. We would provide you in-depth information on the certification paperwork, the existing warranties, and the additional warranties that would be coming up. You'll have full warranty of the 4-year 50,000 mile new car warranty until September of 2025. And if you need additional details on the Porsche 911 Turbo S Coupe with just under 4,000 miles, reach out to Michael Anthony. It's Porsche Cincinnati Kings, and we're at 513-851-5900.